Everything you think you know about Yu-Gi-Oh is wrong, and I'm about to prove it to you. So if you heard about Yu-Gi-Oh, you might have also heard about this famous phrase about it being a children's card game. And it's understandable why you would think this. The game tries to market itself towards kids. Heck, because that's what the anime show tried to do after all. Not to mention, if you look at some of the artworks that get released internationally compared to the original, you could definitely see they're trying to make it more kid-friendly. Well, then also because of maybe for religious reasons. Can't go pissing them off now, can we? Least of all having the Lord coming down to knock on your door. Anyway, one of the other reasons this famous line has stuck around so much is because of this one person named Martin Bellini, who you might know better as Little Karibo, aka the guy who created the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged series, where he took scenes from the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime and put in his own lines and jokes and humors, you know. While this joke has meant to be just a simple little joke, it's a joke that's been taken way too far by the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community. I even go far as to say that this joke has now become more of a derogatory term at this point. Again, it's simply a joke. The issue is that people have been using this joke to keep people from committing to Yu-Gi-Oh! As a serious pursuit. Despite that though, it still doesn't hold a candle to what Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually is in today's world. If you look at a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, you will see that average Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are in their 20s. Heck, some of the best players in the game are more close into their late 20s to early 30s. Also, you want to tell me that a little kid can easily understand something like this? If you can't tell, these players are determining which cards they want to activate in order to try to outmaneuver their opponent. And they're currently on chain link number 8. You're expecting me to believe that a little kid can easily understand all of that. I mean, hey, if they are able to, then hey, that's great, more power to them. But most of the little kids I've met would more than likely see this scenario and just walk away from it slowly. Heck, this is pretty much why Rush Duels was created. It's pretty much a kid-friendly version of Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's much more simplified and easier to understand that even little kids can even understand and play and have a lot of fun. Bottom line is, Yu-Gi-Oh! Isn't a children's card game, as it's claimed to be. It's just a joke that's been taken way too far by the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community and really needs to be put to rest. Because it's only hurting those that want to pursue Yu-Gi-Oh! Further as a serious career. Okay then, so what is Yu-Gi-Oh? Is it just another card game? Actually, it's more than just that. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is actually a sport. Okay, Synchro, you're probably telling me, you had me at the start, then you're telling me I'm bullying people for playing a children's card game, and now you're telling me that you're comparing this game to a sport? Tastes like you're trash, goodbye. To that I say, fine, good riddance. You're my target audience anyway. Now that guy's gone, let's get back to the video. Okay, so obviously I'm making quite the assumption to call Yu-Gi-Oh! An actual sport. But here's the thing. All sports started off as games. Do you think the guy that created basketball intended for it to be an international sport? It was just a way to get his employees to stay warm during the winter season. That's all. That was the intended purpose. And subsequently, volleyball was made to be the counterpart for basketball, for those that couldn't play basketball due to its intenseness. Again, all for the purposes of getting people to stay physical and healthy. The point is, all sports didn't start off as sports. Now it's understandable why you wouldn't compare Yu-Gi-Oh! To sports. When I say sport, the first thing that probably pops into your head is something that really demands a physical activity, such as running, throwing, tackling. It ain't a sport until someone gets hurt. Okay, that got hurt. While that may have been true in the past, we have since started to see things like esports become an actual sport. Heck, even chess, a simple little game that's probably the closest thing to Yu-Gi-Oh! Is actually recognized as an official sport. There's no major physical activity in this sport. All you do is sit there and just play the game. That's it. But here's a fun little fact. A chess player can burn up to 6,000 calories in a day in a tournament, which is 3 times more than what the average person consumes in a day. What? How? They're just sitting there not moving an inch. True, they are just sitting there and playing a simple little game. But when you're in a tournament or competition, things become different. It causes the one thing that a lot of people do not like. stress. Whenever you're in a competition, you know for a fact there's going to be winners and losers, and you don't want to end up on the ladder. You want to try to win, or at least that's what I'm hoping you're trying to do. From there, you start to stress out and try to win your matches. And when you get stressed out, your heart rate starts to increase, which forces the body to produce more energy to get more oxygen into the body. And chances are, you're not going to have enough time in between matches to get some good food. I'm speaking this from experience. This is why chess grandmasters today have to take proper care of themselves by eating healthy, following a workout regimen, and anything else that helps them get oxygens into their bodies without needing to stress out. Despite chess not being an actual physical sport, the mental exhaustion you will get from those other sports is one and the same. And again, Yu-Gi-Oh is very similar to chess. While giving Yu-Gi-Oh may not last as long as some chess matches, the mental exhaustion you get is still very real and very much the same. Especially when you realize that Yu-Gi-Oh has over 12,000 unique cards, and it's only going to keep increasing moving forward. It's like if every couple of months a new piece gets added to the game of chess, and you have to take the time to not only learn how it works, but how to use and defend against it. And there's just not enough resources in the world to prepare for every single scenario. And let's not forget moments like this. Yeah. Holy shit. Oh, come on. Seriously? Ugh, seriously, that's like the third time this week. Yeah, hey Jerry, it's me. Yeah, it happened again. Yeah, can we schedule the same time tomorrow? Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'll send you the money real quick. I swear to guys, this guy's just watching me all the time. He's just like a freaking peeping Tom. No other cards! Anyway, if a game like chess can be recognized as a sport, then I don't see any reason why a game that is very similar to it can't be recognized as a sport as well. Sure, we're not playing a game that forces us to move our bodies a whole lot, but the mental exhaustion from thinking, strategizing, and practicing is all the same. Not to mention, there are ways to improve ourselves outside the game. That's why grandmasters in chess have to follow a workout regimen, because they know that doing so will increase their chances of winning. Same as any other sports that plays a very physical game. Overall, a sport is not all about being physical. So long as there's any mental effort being put into the game, then it has the grounds needed to become an actual sport. Okay, Synchro, but what about other trading card games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, Flesh and Blood, One Piece? Then those games should be considered to be a sport as well in that case. And to that I say, yes! Let's all make trading card games an official recognized sport. It would be so much fun. Just imagine like being in a big stadium live in front of millions and millions of people, being paid to play the game that you love. It's a dream come true. But it won't be if people keep dissuading others from playing a game like Yu-Gi-Oh by calling it a children's game. It's not. And saying that only hurts those that actually want to pursue the game. And if you keep trying to enforce that, then you're only going to end up getting hurt in the long run. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like button. Comment down below if you also think Yu-Gi-Oh is a sport, and if you think other trading card games should be considered to be a sport as well, because I'm with you all the way. Let's make trading card games an official recognized sport. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to get more doses of Yu-Gi-Oh goodness. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you have /had an awesome day today.